Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Rare Coin Chronicles. In today's video, we're diving deep into a very interesting and often overlooked coin, the 1962 Jefferson nickel. You might think of nickels as ordinary loose change, but the truth is, some of these coins, especially the 1962 5-cent coin, can actually be worth a small fortune depending on their condition and mint mark. So whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just someone going through your old change jar, sit tight, because this is a coin you definitely want to know about. Let's get started. The Jefferson nickel first made its appearance in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. Designed by Felix Schlag, the coin features a profile of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse in his famous home, Monticello, on the reverse. Fast forward to 1962. America was deep in the Cold War. John F. Kennedy was in the White House, and the U.S. Mint was working around the clock to produce coins for a rapidly growing economy. That year, the Mint produced a Jefferson nickel in two major locations, Philadelphia and Denver, resulting in two main types for collectors. The 1962 with no mint mark, indicating it was minted in Philadelphia, and the 1962 deminted in Denver. Together, over 400 million Jefferson nickels were minted in 1962. That alone makes it common in circulated condition. But as with most coins, the devil is in the details, and the value can change drastically depending on condition, strike quality, and mint mark placement. Generally, a circulated 1962 Jefferson nickel without any errors or high-grade conditions will only be worth its face value, 5 cents. In average circulated condition, most coins won't fetch more than 10 to 20 cents at most from dealers or collectors. But here's where things start to get exciting. If your 1962 nickel is in uncirculated condition or designated as mint state, known by collectors as MS, then the value can increase dramatically. Mint state grades start from MS60 and go all the way up to MS70, which is nearly perfect. At MS60, a 1962 nickel could be worth between $1 to $5. At MS65, that value jumps sharply to somewhere in the range of $10 to $25. And if you happen to own a coin that grades MS66 or higher, especially one certified by grading services like PCGS or NGC, the value can range anywhere from $50 to several $100s. For example, a 1962 D-nickel graded MS66 with full steps designation, we'll discuss that in a minute, has sold for over $1,000 in auctions. Let's talk about something very important to Jefferson nickel collectors, the full steps designation. On the reverse side of the nickel, at the bottom of Monticello, there's a set of steps. In most circulated coins, and even in many mint state coins, these steps appear worn or weakly struck. But in some rare examples, the steps appear perfectly defined and unbroken, often referred to as having full steps. Coins with clearly defined full steps are rare, especially from the earlier Jefferson nickel series, and collectors will pay a premium for them. The 1962 D nickels with full steps are even rarer than the non-D versions, making them significantly more valuable. So if you've got a 1962 nickel, look closely at the steps on the back. If you can count 5 or 6 distinct and sharp steps without any interruption, you might have a full steps nickel, and that's a major bonus in terms of market value. Besides mint condition and full steps, error coins from 1962 are another major factor that can bring big bucks. Error coins are mistakes made at the mint during production, and some are rare enough to be one of a kind. Here are some known and valuable 1962 Jefferson nickel errors to keep your eyes out for. First, off-center strikes. These are coins where the image is not properly centered. Depending on how far off the strike is and how visible the date is, these can sell for anywhere from $25 to over $150. Second, double die errors. Although much more commonly found on cents like the 1955 and 1969 S. Lincoln pennies, double die errors do show up on nickels too. A 1962 nickel with doubling on Jefferson's face, lettering, or Monticello can be worth hundreds if verified. Third, clip planchets. That's when the coin is missing a chunk because the blanket was stamped on was improperly cut. These errors are also highly collectible and can sell for between $10 to $100 depending on severity and visibility. Last but not least, look out for struck on the wrong planchet errors. In rare cases, nickels may be struck on a penny or dime blank. These are extremely valuable and have been known to sell in the thousands. Today's market for the 1962 Jefferson nickel. As of today, in 2025, the coin collecting market is still very active. Jefferson nickels have grown in popularity over the last few years, with auction records continuing to rise for high-grade and full-step varieties. Collectors on eBay and other coin auction sites are regularly buying up high-quality 1962 nickels. Prices fluctuate weekly, but let me give you a quick market snapshot. A regular 1962 Jefferson nickel, lightly circulated, worth around 5 to 10 cents. A mint state 1962 nickel with no mint mark at MS65 ranges between $15 to $30. A 1962 D. Jefferson nickel with strong full steps at MS66, selling for anywhere from $500 to over $1,500, depending on the buyer and auction location. And of course, a certified 1962 era coin in mint condition, highly collectible, and prices can reach into high hundreds or low thousands. So, how can you find one of these valuable coins? Go through your change jar. You'd be surprised how often older coins pop up. Visit estate sales or antique stores. Some people have inherited collections they do not fully understand and may sell valuable coins at low prices. Buy unsearched coin rolls from banks or dealers who specialize in bulk lots. With some luck and patience, you might uncover a valuable piece. Always double check with reputable grading companies. If you think you found a coin in exceptional condition, educate yourself on grading so you can spot MS quality or potential full steps candidates. The 1962 Jefferson nickel is not just another 5-cent coin. With the right combination of mint state quality, mint mark, full steps, or error condition, it can fetch a significant premium above face value. It's a perfect blend of American history, artistry, and hidden value, and it's right there in your pocket change. So next time you come across a nickel from 1962, don't just toss it aside. Take a closer look. You might be holding a small treasure worth big money. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful or interesting, make sure to tap that like button, subscribe for more coin collecting tips, and hit the bell icon so you're notified every time we upload a new treasure hunting episode. Until next time, happy collecting and good luck hunting for your next valuable coin.